We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts.
Carlson set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Wilson. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chase Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Steven Sims. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Carry now for Kareem Hunt. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On the counter, Hunt. And some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, past the 20.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
All the way in for a Cincinnati score. Kareem Hunt, 79 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
14,
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's complete. Bernard. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Wilson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, Wilson. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try.
Field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Bengals.
He pitches it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And a Bengal first
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Colts 3.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
To Jimmy Graham.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That second down play nets a -4. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he is all the way up past the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are. And I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Brings up third down.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He uncorks it for Snead. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
But first down hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Zebra. Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming. 14. Switch.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
0-0. No. 552 to 19. Check it out,
Here's Bernard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Check that. We got Mike 52, right? 25. Don't get nervous. Hey,
From the gun, Wilson. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Bernard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Well set to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A false start backs them up 5, first and 15. Here's Hurts to throw. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain. Brings up second and
10.
At the 25-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Caught by Montgomery. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Montgomery.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Hurts fumbles it. And the Colts pick it up. It's a foot race. The 40. The 20. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Amendola set to return it. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Jalen Hurts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit,
and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw here's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man, it's Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a carry for Bernard. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Bernard, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Check. Let's go double count right here. Double count. What that?
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 20, Colts 15. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's brought in by Harris. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. This is caught by Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
40-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's put that team on the clock. 51 from 18. Come on, baby. Mike 51. Mike 51. Reload. SOS.
Wilson on 3rd down. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
36 power.
On first down, Wilson. Snead's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
On 3rd down. Bernard, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. Now Wilson, operating from the gun. He's going to take off with it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Colts 23, Bengals 20.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Sims on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now in the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 27, Colts 20.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The throw complete here to Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Colts. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Wilson. And this one caught by Beasley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Bengals, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On first down, gone. And his first pass is incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Goff. Incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Giants! Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Chandler Catanzaro lining up.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
At the 22-yard line.
2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for gone. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Complete. Jefferson the target. The completion good fully 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch.
Jones.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Jones now throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 more yards. That's another Giants first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score Giants 7, Rams nothing.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Giants 14, Rams nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
Chandler.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
For an LA Rams. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now the rookie second-round pick. This is Cam Akers. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
A tough run there for Cam Akers, the rookie out of Florida State. And while he had some experience in that while in college, remember the Rams' offensive line was inconsistent last year, too. They're trying to get better. But while he was in college, oftentimes he would hesitate maybe a little bit too long behind the line of scrimmage, looking for the big run. Here in the NFL, put your foot in the ground, get your shoulders down, and get what you can.
A 2-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
As he's on to punt for L.A. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Jones, off play action. It's hauled in by Shepard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air this one toward Coleman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The drive starts with a completion. formation left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 13. Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now to throw. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will finally stop it as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's got his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to get this to Gordon. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
4 yards.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Now Jones on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Jones pass.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
7-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
2-yard line.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Jones. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Jones now to throw on third down. Throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's taken in by Henderson. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Darrell Henderson. A gain of a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
At the Giants' 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Going right back to Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes the score Giants 24, Rams 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
It's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
25-yard line.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings
the Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Job 1 to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. To throw again on second down. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. 7 yards there and a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff. And this is incomplete. Van Jefferson, the rookie wideout, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... That's caught at the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Van Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Giants 24, Rams 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Jones. Trying to lay one up deep. Got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Today's final.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2.